By the end of this video, I'm gonna convince you that this is gonna become a staple in your household. This is my version of carnitas, okay? What makes mine different than the true authentic version is that I'm making it in the crock pot because I'm all about ease. Very minimal ingredients, nothing to be intimidated by here. All you need are a few things and some time. So I'm starting out with just boneless pork shoulder. You could do this with the bone in and then shred it off the bone later, but those folks in the meat department were being nice today. And I'm gonna cut it into like 4 to 6 large chunks. Carnitas literally translate into little meats or little pieces of meats. So what it is like a braised, roasted pork shoulder, so tender that it shreds apart. Then we make it crispy. Salt and pepper, a little bit of chili powder and cumin. This is ancho chili powder, which just has a little bit of a smokier taste, but you could just use regular. The cumin also just adds that kind of smokiness, and it's gonna pair really well with the citrus. And then a little bit of garlic powder because I'm just being lazy with the fresh garlic. So I'm just gonna take this, sear it, and I'll season the other side once it's in the pan. Come on, come on. If you don't want to do this step and you just want to go straight into the crock pot, be my guest, okay? But I'm trying to show you the best carnitas, and so I just think this step is lending more to the best than just really good, you know what I mean? So you know the drill when it comes to sear. We want a really hot pan, just a little bit of oil. While I have made this recipe like dozens of times, I've never really written it down for you, so I'm kind of developing this as I go because I know y'all love a recipe. So that was like a couple teaspoons of olive oil in a really hot pan and down with our pieces of pork. You might have to do this in batches if your pan isn't big enough. We're gonna let those cook undisturbed until they're really crusty brown. Don't touch it. Actually, we can prep our other ingredients while this happens so we're not tempted to cheat. The key elements are the orange and the lime. So this citrus with that pork just kind of cuts through that richness, adds flavor against the spice. I'm also gonna throw in an onion that's just been quartered. Not one bit of this is intimidating so far. I'm gonna go ahead and squeeze my juice so I can use these juices to deglaze my pan. I'm also gonna be juicing some limes later for a little cocktail, because you know it goes good with carnitas. Oh yeah, you wanna see this? Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. I'll let that go like 2 or 3 minutes and then we will finish her off. Get my crock pot ready to go. I'm gonna take the meat out and then just deglaze the pan and add the liquid in double layers here. To our pan, I'm gonna go in with my onion just to wake it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna pour in my orange and lime juice. And about a cup of water. Scrape up any bits and just pour it right over the pork. If y'all could just smell it. Set it in the crock pot. I'm gonna add in those 2 orange halves and then 2 bay leaves. Told you it was easy. This might be better than pulled pork, and I'm from the South. You can also do this in the oven if you really wanna cut the time. We're gonna go high for 4 to 5 hours, or you could go low for like 8 hours. Woo! Look at that. You wanna see the magic? Look at that. Y'all. We're gonna shred this up and make it crispy, okay? The crispiness is what makes it different and so special. I mean, talk about tender. Like butter. Do you see how perfect that is? Please look at the audience. There's more to your right. Their mouths are watering. A lot of times, classically, they will just fry it in oil on the stove. I promised you I would keep it easy. So we're just gonna place it on a sheet pan and put it under the broiler. So minimal cleanup, super easy, and you can do all this part ahead of time and then just crisp it in the oven right before you wanna serve it. I got this whole pork shoulder bit for less than $25. This is enough food to feed several people, so it's perfect for entertaining for not a lot of money, but like super impressive. Before I pop it under the broiler, I'm gonna take some of this cooking liquid with some of that fat that's kind of risen to the top, because that's what's gonna help it kind of fry in the oven. As a bonus, I'm showing you how to make a top shelf margarita. A, because I think you should know how to make it. B, because I really wanna drink it and work's paying for it. She's honest. ice. I prefer the reposado over the white tequila. I think it's just a little bit smoother, and I drink my margaritas on the rocks, no salt, and with a shot of tequila. Also, Cointreau, you could also do Grand Marnier. This is kind of like the part that makes it more top shelf besides the better tequila. Alternatively, you would just use triple sec. But we fancy. At the end of the day, they're both orange liqueurs. And then fresh lime juice. I'm going in with about 1.5 limes. I don't think you really need simple syrup. However, if you find that the limes are just too tart for you, you might could just put in a little squeeze of agave. I prefer that over the simple syrup. Now, to me, what is key in a margarita, and I think a lot of people skip this step if they make a margarita at home, is the shake. But I like it a little frothy, and I think that's essential in a margarita. So that's what we do. You can never have too many rocks. Cheers. It's nothing like it. This is the color of a real margarita. Not that electric green that sometimes you get at the really cheap happy hour or on the grocery store shelves. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, y'all want to eat carnitas? Okay. You can listen to it sizzle. This proves that the oven is just as effective as the stovetop because we put some of those little cooking grease juices on there. Listen to the sizzle. Like 1 minute and we're there. The beauty of these carnitas is the simplicity of it. Lime, cilantro, white onion. I'm adding in just a little bit of jalapeno because I like a little kick. Another reason why this makes a great dish for entertaining. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? It's action happening. I'm gonna finish it off with a little more salt. Okay, serve it up. Tortillas, simple, classic, flour is what I prefer. The closer to homemade, the better. And then we just put on our little crispy bits of pork, onion, cilantro, if you please, and I please. Just a couple of these. Good squeeze of lime. I mean, we already know it's gonna be good, but I guess you wanna see my reaction. Oh my God. This kind of makes me want to cry. It's so good. Before it really even got fully in my mouth, I could already taste the burst of deliciousness. It was the lime juice meeting with that pork. Y'all, please make these. I mean, it's perfection. If this is wrong, I don't want to be right. What I really want you to do is not only make this, but if and when you do, I need you to tell me what you think about it. Okay? Please let me know. Between the carnitas and the margaritas, I got you covered.
This drink looks so good.
Well, I'll make you one. Do you like it?
Love it.
Is it delicious?
Yeah.
Leave me alone.